So I gave a lot of thought until I did this video because I know that it's a delicate topic and I need to put this warning there. I'm not a physician. I'm not a heart surgeon. I'm not anything specialized in medicine. So I want you to take these considerations just as advice or guidelines or things to consider, but if you have a special physical condition or medical condition, also seek professional and medical advice. That being said, first of all, there are two main ways in which we have sex. And it's not that we think about it, it's just that this is where it goes to. So it's either the sympathetic way, so you're engaging in you're activating your sympathetic nervous system, and that is with speed, with intensity, with impact, or the parasympathetic nervous system is being activated, and that means that you're much slower, you take much longer, you breathe in relaxed, you're much gentle in your endeavors, in your actions, in your touch, so the impact is less. And the reason I say this is because with the sympathetic nervous system, your adrenaline and your cortisol will go up. Obviously, they'll be activated and they'll go up. This is what your hormones will be, the hormones that will be secreted in your body. With the parasympathetic nervous system, you have oxytocin and dopamine. In fact, they're neurotransmitters and they're being secreted by the body and by your brain in essence, simply because you are engaging in a different way. So these two main ways of enjoying sex, but not just sex, it can be for any kind of physical activity, are actually where you may fall in this category. Whether you have a health condition or not, this is the two ways of going for sex. If you want to go for the fast and the rough and the intense way, so activating the sympathetic nervous system, here are some suggestions for me, just in case you're a normally healthy person and you want to get more able in that way. I would first of all recommend that you do cardio and any kind of exercises that will get your heart rate up and fast. So that will be jogging or running, but speed running mostly, or that would be high intensity interval trainings. Another thing that I would recommend is that you do breath work. With any kind of intense physical activity, you need to really breathe. Otherwise, you can't hold that action, not even for 1 minute. So doing breath work, breathing in various ways, or just going to breath work workshops, actually, where you are facilitated in this experience and in this physical ability, basically, and it's an experience, I'll say that. So I encourage you to go for that, whether you can do it online or whether you can do it through a live event or just do various types of breath work. And the third thing that I would recommend for anybody wanting to go the sympathetic nervous way in sexuality would be lower body strength, and especially in your pelvic area. So I would suggest that you do some weightlifting that basically squats with weights or pelvic thrusts. And if you've ever heard of this exercise, the kettlebell swing, that's ideal for you, whether you're a man or a woman. You gotta get your body, especially the lower area, in shape to withstand higher intensity activities. Even if it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes, that's a lot. Trust me, when you're going for this kind of speed and intensity, being able to withstand that also means not just heart ability or heart rate and cardio resistance, breath, and you're increasing the capacity of your lungs, but also mobility and physical strength. So these are the recommendations for me. And if you want to get more able and more developed in the slower and gentler way of having sex, and that's activating the parasympathetic nervous system, then otherwise also known as the imperial sex. That's for me, basically. So you're taking the time, you're treating yourself, you're treating the other person to something that is more special. You're building an atmosphere, because this is what slower means, more quality in what happens in the entire scenario. Then I encourage you to go for just two things. Number one, that is communication. And that implies developing the ability to talk to your partner about what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like, even during those moments, because remember, this is slow. You have time to let them know. And also having the ability to receive communication from your partner about what you like or what they don't like, because again, remember, this is slow. So you both have time to let one another know what's going well, what's not going so great, and so on. And the second thing that I would recommend here is fluidity. So becoming comfortable with the idea that you're going to change positions. And it's not going to be super fast, like boom, 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 stop, we're doing something else. That's with more intense sex. With slower sex, yeah, it's an art to change position, change something, fix something in the area that is bothering you or bugging you. So, but doing it with grace and with confidence and relaxation that, yeah, you're doing it to feel good and to enhance the state or to keep that state of feeling good that you already have. So in this case, it's not necessarily about physical activity, it's about working on yourself to being comfortable with this. And number 3, sexual continence. I would strongly suggest that you go for this if you want to go the slower way. And this is especially valid for men. If you want to go about this, then also seek another man who's already mastered this. Obviously, a woman will not know what it physically means for you to be sexually continent. So a man who's already done this is definitely your best option. And this is not as crazy or as embarrassing as it sounds, but it does mean that you become more open, and it does mean that you understand that any sexual muscle and sexual ability can be trained, and it's okay to get training. So this is it. Enjoy, take the time to study, and also take the time to practice, whether it's physical exercises, whether it's your muscle to speak and to communicate and to be fluid in intimacy. So take the time to practice, and may this serve you. Also, if you're looking for inspiration, I have a few trainings on Udemy. This is an online e-learning platform, and you can check them out under the video. They are about $10 each. In case you need any other inspiration for your fast or slow lovemaking, enjoy that. And I'll see you next week.